Summer has arrived, and in the heat, gentle giants are peeling. Revealing their vibrant inner layers. The giants are shedding the old and giving birth to new life. There are so many beautiful flowers to observe this time of year. Meanwhile, insects have been busy carving secret messages into bark. I wonder what these marks mean. What beautiful things are you observing in nature at the moment, Wonder Weavers? I'd love you to share with us. Hello Wonder Weavers, I hope that you have had a beautiful and peaceful week. Here in Adelaide, summer has arrived, it's been very warm, but today we're experiencing a little bit of relief. We've had a little bit of wet weather. This week I have been making bedside tables for the dollhouse, and I can't wait to share with you what I created. And I've also been pondering what to do with the toy house I found on an artist date a few months ago. And I want to thank Merlin for this question. She asked me about this project. It's taken me a little while to work out what I would like to do with it, but now feels like the right time. We're close to Christmas, and in Scandinavian traditions, this is the time of year when people give thanks and offerings to the Nisse. And the Nisse are, I guess you might call them the Scandinavian goblin or elf. They are often considered to be a household spirit that can bestow prosperity and be helpers. But they also inhabit woodlands. And so when I found the house, I immediately in my imagination saw a woodland house of some kind, and I think it would be perfect as a woodland house for the Nisse. So I look forward to sharing my progress with you. I am going to start work over the weekend, and yeah, I'm actually really excited about it. In the meanwhile, Wonder Weavers, I'd love to hear how you're going. How are your Christmas preparations going? How are your projects evolving? Please share with us in the description box below. And don't forget, you can connect with me on other platforms. All of my details are in the description box below. This week I made 2 pieces of furniture. A bedside table and a small circular table. These will go on either side of the double bed I made in a previous vlog. Let us begin with the circular bedside table. For this piece of furniture, I cut out 2 circular discs from woodboard. One is about 3 centimeters in diameter, and the second one is smaller, measuring only 1.5 centimeters. After a play, I decide to make the table's leg by carving a balsa wood block which is around 1 centimeter in width. With the sweeping cut, I carve roughly an hourglass shape. Once I've cut the parts of the table out, I sand them until their edges are smooth. Next, I paint the parts with watered down acrylic paint. Once the parts are dry, I assemble the table. For the foot of the table, I cut, sand and paint a square piece of wood. Whoops, I forgot to paint one side of it. I will do that once the table is dry. And by the way, I keep my wood shavings for other projects, and as you will see later in this vlog, they came in handy. The second piece of furniture I make is a bedside table. After much thinking, I've decided to try and make a 3-drawer footed bedside table, and this will be more rustic in style. My wood supply is low at the moment, so this means I'll use a range of materials including craft sticks, balsa wood blocks and wood board. When designing the table, I considered carefully the space where I wanted the table to stand, and it is only 5 centimeters wide. So in the end, I'm planning to make the table 4 centimeters wide, 5 centimeters long, and about 5.5 centimeters in height. With a graphite pencil, I draw the main parts of the table on wood board. The parts include the back, the top, the base, the sides, and the front of the table, as well as shelves and the parts for the drawers. I then cut them out using a utility knife. I try to cut the front of the table so that it stays in one piece. So that means I tried to cut out the space where the drawers would slip into the front of the table. But unfortunately, the wood splits. So I cut this front piece in sections, which is not the ideal because it means that in the end when I assemble the front, there will be joints, but I'm going to work with it. Next, I sand each part of the table. And when sanding the tabletop, I round the 2 front corners. I paint the pieces the same color as the small table. Once dry, I begin to assemble the table, gluing first the back and the sides together, and then the base. While the wood glue is drying, I assemble the drawers. These are around 3.5 centimeters wide. The internal walls of the drawer are only about half a centimeter in height. And as you will notice, the front of the drawer is slightly longer. It is around 4 centimeters in length. Next, I glue 4 shelves, and these will help to support the drawers. I use a ruler as a guide to help space the shelves. Before the glue dries, I make sure that the drawers fit. And we're doing okay. I then start to assemble the front. I glue the sides first. Then I glue a rectangular piece that will sit below the third drawer. For the table's feet, I cut 2 balsa wood blocks in half and then round one end of each block. Once happy, I sand, paint and glue each foot to the table. I glue the top of the table, and the final piece, which is a craft stick that I've cut to size, and that will sit above the first drawer. At this point, I'm wondering what to do about the joints. I do some research and uncover a wonderful woodworking tip that I thought I might try. I fill the gaps with wood glue and then remove any excess glue. Then I place wood shavings on the glue. Next, I sand and paint the area. It's not a perfect job, but it's better. Then finally, I glue a silver bead to the front of each drawer. Now for the weight and level test. For you, they pass. And we're done, Wonder Weavers, and it's time to celebrate with a little bit of homemade ice cream. So thank you for watching, Wonder Weavers. As always, you have my sincerest wishes for your health and happiness. Take care, stay well, and don't forget to play. Until the next time. Adios. Ciao. And finally, Robin has come out of hiding. Are you watching Muffin, Robin?